guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's December, so I decided to join a vlogmas. Consider this one as my first vlogmas because we're out of date. We are now on December the 5th and I've forgotten to film on the 1st because quite busy with life here and there, so bear with me because we are going to talk a lot, like a lot, until we reach Christmas. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my plans that unfortunately I was not able to give any attention on it. And they're paying me back with the results because they're pretty ugly. And two of them are my favorite. One is the most expensive plant that I bought. And you probably know what it is because from the word expensive, that's my most expensive one that I got. I didn't quite go beyond from that cost of money. However, this plant is my precious one, but I am still hoping that I am managing to keep it alive and happy. So let's go ahead and do the talking. First one that I wanted to show you guys is this plant over here. I'm not quite sure what is the name, so like I said, if you guys are watching or my subscribers, you probably know that I'm very forgetful when it comes to Anthurium plant name. So this one here is one type of Anthuriums, and I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna be linking or putting the name here on the screen so you guys know, but if I'm talking and I'm not saying the name, please bear with me because like I said, I am not sure what they are. I just came from my night shift and I decided to just put a makeup on and boom. That's it. So anyhow, so this one is my Anthurium. This is not the Papilli Laninum, if you guys are thinking about that. I believe I got this one from Indonesia, and this is not the Bessier. If I'm not mistaken, because I got two. I've got the Debilis or Debilis, I don't know how you pronounce it properly. And one type of Anthurium that it's quite similar with Anthurium papillilaninum. Papillilaninum. And this is not the one. If you guys are, noticing what kind of plant is this, the sinus is very depth, and the shape, it's quite similar with the papillilaninum that I'm talking. The reason why the leaf is like this is because all of my Anthuriums I place here in this room, and for some reasons some of the plants they didn't like the environment or the humidity, so I'm very stubborn. I should have kept them in the grow tent, but not because I'm kind of worried with the winter time. It's winter time here now. We don't have a lot of snow yet, or rather snow yet. We just had ones and that's pretty much it. Of course, I'm not looking forward to it. So I place some of my Anthuriums, and you guys, they're giving me a bad result. So this one over here, it's been like this since, when did I move my plants? I believe that's a month ago, almost 2 months now. And this one is the one that's giving me a hard time. But the stem, it's stable and it's healthy. It's just a leaf, as you guys can tell. The roots are pretty well as well. It's established in the bottom, like I don't have any problem. I'm keeping this one in my coco pour perlite and mixed a bunch on top of it. So this one is one of the poor Anthurium that I forgotten to give attention on it. So we'll go for the next one. This plant over here is, if I'm not mistaken, the water boyanum. Water Bianum, it's just a beautiful plant that reminds you with Queen of Anthurium. It has a long leaf, but the leaf that it came, it's gone. It produced one leaf, then this is the third leaf. However, the second leaf, it didn't survive because, I don't know, for some reasons, getting them used to the environment here in the room. Right now I have 73. In the basement is quite low, 60 below, like 65 below, and it's not good for your plants, especially for anthuriums. That's why I decided to bring them here. Even though we have heater downstairs, it's not really giving me the good humidity, the temperature that I wanted for these plants. In here, I have 73. In summer or spring, the temperature goes like 85 to 87, and which is pretty good. They loved it so much. Can't complain, but I don't really know how to keep it happy. But this one over here, it's still giving me this beautiful tiny leaf, and hopefully it will give me a huge leaf soon. You guys are seeing that. And this is my, like I said, my water piano. Oh my god, I am very bad with the names. Moving on to the third plant. This one here is my beautiful silver. You guys can see the plant. It's very beautiful. Like, I like it so much, but I placed this one in a substrate that I made. However, I made a mistake of putting the cat litter, which is not a good thing because it's really muddy. It really squeezing the stem and the roots, and that's why this one almost died. And the good thing is I was able to save it. Don't be like me. If you like to experiment a lot, just try with one plant first before you try within every plant you have, because you can go wrong with that or you can go really bad for your experimentation. So this one here, it's still growing, and I transferred it into my old substrate, which is my coco coir and perlite, which, you know, it's happy again. So hopefully I'm learning from my mistakes, or I'm gonna be learning from my mistakes. Moving on into my fourth. So this is the same plant as the one I showed you. It is dripping, you guys. So this is the one plant that I showed you, and you know, I like it, but I neglected this one because I didn't really see at the back of the grow tent. I'm not really paying attention on the plants over there. That's why, you know, it gave me this poor roots. So this one, it's still growing. I'm keeping them, pretty much all of the plants that are not happy, I'm keeping it in my transparent box. So you guys, I've talked about my transparent box since the first time I discovered when we were still in our, you know, new old apartment, and they love the humidity inside of the box. So if you guys have any plants that are struggling, especially anthurium ones, you can always try the transparent box. It will give you good humidity inside, and it will help your plants to grow or establish roots, and will give you a, you know, a bigger leaves as well. But if you transferred it into the outside world, and that's gonna be a different story. So just be mindful and be cautious with it. My fifth plant is this little guy over here, my poor plant. I'm keeping it in this tiny jar because I wanted to do some experimentation again with, I wanted to use the jar instead of pot that has holes in it. I have one here that I just made recently, my Syngonium albo. But this one is, I've forgotten what is the name of the plant. If you guys are seeing it, it's pretty much kind of look alike with the first plant that I showed you. The sinus is not quite depth as the other one, or deep as the other one, but this one, it's not good. If you guys are seeing that, it's a dark or brown spot in the middle, mainly because I place it right by the heater. You guys, heater is gonna kill your plants, especially the juvenile plants. So be careful if you have a lot of plants that are beside your heater. Just be careful because it can scorch the leaves and will end up dying. So this one, I'm keeping it, like I said, here in my coco core. A lot of perlite as usual, and some of moss and a little bit of bark on top. So we'll see if this is going to survive. I'm crazy for giving it a risk, but I'm sure it will be. I'm really hoping. This plant here is my Anthurium Luxurian, and I wasn't able to give attention to it, and it ended up dying the leaves because I've forgotten where I put this one. I think I placed this one at the back of the grow tent as well. I am not really watering them often, and I have a fan. However, the fan is on the bottom part. It's probably the best thing is place your fan on top, or it will circulate the air around, but then I place it in the bottom, so when my humidifier is on, all the water is going in here and it's not really drying easily, and that's why it's not rotting. Like, I don't see any root rot. It's just that the leaves are not really good, which it's not also a dehydration, so I'm thinking some kind of bacteria going on, so I decided to just remove it. Hopefully this plant will gonna be okay in the future. We will see. I'm gonna be patient with this plant because it's very beautiful, even though it's not that uncommon anymore, because a lot of people has this type of plant. It's a very beautiful plant. It has a shape of heart, perfectly shape of heart, I guess. And it's beautiful if you do, you do hybridizing or hybridize. I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, with a different Anthurium. I'm still hoping for this plant. Again, this is my Anthurium Luxurian here. I've talked about this one many times on my videos, but the first one that I had, I got it from Aquagenera sent me a huge leaves when I first started collecting Anthuriums. However, I had a bad infestation of thrips, and I was able to save it, but then it didn't survive after the thrips because of the humidity. It's quite I think this plant loves in a cool area. I don't know, it's hard. So this is my Anthurium rugulosum, and it's giving me this dark edge, if you guys are seeing that. This dark edge, yeah, really dark. You guys are seeing it, but I have here that's coming ends pretty much soon, and I'm keeping this one in my Lava Pumice and Perlite, and at the same time a little bit of Coco Core, I guess. So I'm still in hope. I'm still hoping for this plant to give me beautiful leaves. So yeah, guys, this is my Anthurium rugulosum, my finale. You guys, don't kill me or don't judge me, because I've had this plant for about what's now 2021. I got it the early year of 2019 before the pandemic happened. So almost it's gonna be the 3 years next year, January, oh no, February. And this plant is my Anthurium Luxurian. So you guys, this is my Anthurium Luxurian. Yes, this is my poor Luxurian. It turned out like this without any leaves. If you guys watch my Luxurian plant, you guys can check that out. It's so beautiful, but I was not able to, you know, keep it happy because of the stress. I keep on changing my substrates here and there. So I also recently moved some of my plants here in this area, so that's a no-no. They don't like the environment easily. I mean, they adapt into one environment or one place into a different area, so it's a no-no if you guys are, you know, have that kind of situation. If you have a grow tent in somewhere else and then if you want to transfer into a different location. This is my Luxurian. However, it's still giving me hope. I have two buds here that is sprouting, but I don't know if you guys can see. It's just right here, that little guy over there, and here as well. There are two growth, and I am really hoping because I don't want to lose this one. A lot of my friends are asking how my Luxurian, so this is it now. I'm not really mentioning this one on my Instagram because it's not happy. It's really in a bad situation. However, I'm keeping it in the transparent box, so we will see what's gonna happen. It's giving me hope, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to show you a new result for this plant. So you guys, that's all for my first vlogmas, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet into my channel, please do so. It will really help me a lot. And also if you want to follow me on my Instagram here, Abel's Plan. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or any experiences with your plants, welcome, free to do so. Just comment down below and I will read them and answer it to the best of my knowledge. So you guys, I hope you guys stay tuned for my next coming vlogmas. Bye guys!